This is literally my life right now. It's just so ridiculous the amount of supplements that I gotta be taking right now. So, welcome. Welcome back. It's Dr. Faith, your faithful doc, and today we're gonna cover how my last week went recovering from SIBO. Okay guys, it's been one hell of a week and I'm not thrilled about it. I'm not gonna lie. I have had the roughest week, as you can imagine. When you start killing off your bacteria, your body lets you know. A myriad of fun symptoms. So let's start with how that started. It's been, what is today? Today is the 4th. I started last Monday, so it's been about a week. Currently, phase 1. Phase 1, I'm killing off all the bugs. There's too much bugs happening in my small intestine, and therefore it's kind of a shit show right now. I have to say, day 1, it was fine. I felt like kind of spacey. Like, you know, normally I'm pretty tired because I'm a doctor and I have like 3 businesses, but I felt particularly spacey that day. Nothing really that terrible Monday. Then Tuesday came along, and that was already kind of fine too. Again, kind of feeling like crap. But then day 3 hit. Whew.
My God, man.
Warning, trigger warning for anybody who has issues with gut stuff. The diarrhea was real. I had diarrhea for 3 hours, followed by 3 days of constipation. Super fun, super fun. Really, what the hardest part for me, to be honest, is the constant nausea and just these feeling like I'm going to literally explode from the bloating.
Oh, son. It's only a wafer thing.
It's been super fun. Let's go over what I'm actually taking. Number 1, the best antibiotic that has been shown to really treat SIBO is something called rifaximin. This is what it looks like. Rifaximin is a mother effing highly expensive antibiotic. This is gonna blow your mind. When I say expensive, out of pocket, for most of us who don't have insurance, $2,000. $2,000 for antibiotics for 2 weeks. If you have insurance, copay, $450. How did I afford it? I know some people. No, I'm just kidding. I got it from Canada. When you get your drugs from Canada, they don't have to deal with market price. So they get them from a particular manufacturer, which is in Dubai. So I had to special order it from Canada, who ordered it to Dubai, and then took 3 weeks to get here. So I'm taking rifaximin. Now, what rifaximin makes it special is that it bypasses the gut and goes right to the small intestine before it becomes active. So it doesn't ruin any of your gut health, and it doesn't ruin any of your colon health. It just causes all them mothers to die in the middle. Now, the type of SIBO that I have, because I'm a really special girl and I really messed myself up, is I have something that is called high methane and high hydrogen, which means that I have a smattering of bacteria that have these off gases, which is particularly hard to kill. One's not as hard to kill as the other, but they're still really hard to kill. I have to not only take the rifaximin, but I get to double it up with neomycin. So neomycin is an antibiotic that'll be able to kill off a certain kind of bacteria, and the rifaximin works on killing both, but another type of bacteria off. I take 3 rifaximin. Morning, afternoon, night. I take neomycin twice a day, morning and night. With that being said, what happens when bacteria are in an area is that they protect themselves with something called a biofilm. Now, biofilms are where bacteria basically are like homes, and they live in that home, and then they come out to feed when there's food around. Think of it like Jell-O. Biofilms are like Jell-O, and then you put stuff in the Jell-O, and then the Jell-O sets up, and then the bacteria will escape when they need to eat. That's what it is. So you gotta break up the biofilm so that all the bacteria are basically exposed, so then you can kill them all off. What I take is something called Biofilm X, which basically breaks down the biofilm. The Biofilm X has a smattering of different ACEs. They're enzymes that will break up the little like filmy areas that the bacteria like to live in. So I have to take this 3 times a day as well. Now, another thing I have to take 3 times a day, something that is basically a digestive enzyme, but also has ox bile in it, because what they found is that ox bile actually helps to make the rifaximin work a little bit more efficiently. I'm changing up this supplement because it smells horrendous, and it makes my nausea even worse. Like you need anything to make this process even worse. So this particular product is called Hypogest by Priority One. I am not a fan of it, and like I said, I'm switching it up because it literally smells like a difference between gingivitis, bad breath, and, excuse my French, butthole. And I can't stomach it any longer, so I'm looking for a new one to replace this. Another thing that's really helpful for stomach issues, and I've been told this not only from my mother since I was a little girl, but also when I went to medical school, is charcoal. Charcoal tends to actually bind up all of the, for lack of a better word, shrapnel that happens in your gut when things are just like going to pieces. It basically binds up all the toxins and things that are happening. I use a product called GI Detox, and this is a wonderful, wonderful product if you ever get your hands on it. But you know, activated charcoal really works for everything. This product is really nice because it doesn't only just have activated charcoal, but it also has zeolite clay, aloe vera, apple pectin, some other useful ingredients. So I highly recommend checking that out if you can find it. So another really cool thing that I've been using, I found this out the second time I tried to fix my gut, which is that when you combine rifaximin, which is the antibiotic, with something called PHGG, partially hydrogenated guar gum, it actually increases its effectiveness by 30%. So once a day I take fiber. So this is PHGG. It's really helpful. It's basically activated prebiotics. So when I drink this, it'll make my bacteria go ape, and therefore the antibiotics will go kill it. Also, another thing that I try to do in this kill phase is to eat everything that ruins my gut. Like basically everything that bothers me. Broccoli, cauliflower, mushrooms, onions. I've been eating onions like nobody's business, and I love it, and I missed them so much. So I get to do all of that, all the sugar, all the everything that I want to do, and then I have to, you know, tighten up the rings. Another amazing digestive enzyme that I'm hugely a fan of that I've been using for years now is also this one called Critical Digestion. It works phenomenally. They also have a complete digestion, but this one has a lot more stuff in it pretty much. But it can basically break down anything, any problem you particularly have. Take a digestive enzyme about 20 minutes before your meal, and it has everything from breaking down gluten to breaking down casein to be able to break down your general simple starches and sugars. It also has a probiotic blend of 1 billion CFUs. So that's what's been going on. It's been pretty horrendous. It's been pretty painful. Life's been rough. And I've been like feeling it, you know? It's been one of those things where I'm learning how to stress less. I'm learning how to prioritize myself more. I'm a little terrified of the next phase of this diet, which is basically when I go off of the antibiotics, which I have another week and a half to go. And then the diet portion begins. And that's what's gonna be the real rough part, in my personal opinion. Avoiding all of my favorite vegetables and figuring out how to re-eat and not irritating my gut bacteria. I'm gonna really have to figure it out. Because it's not just about, like I said, healthy eating. It's about having to take out everything that ferments out of your diet, and you have to eat particular probiotics that don't ferment. So probiotics without prebiotics, it's gonna be hard, man. But it can't be any worse than right now, where I'm just constantly nauseated. So thanks for listening to this one for this week. It's gonna be a journey. And I hope that this helps people who have IBS symptoms, who have issue with gut, and just knowing that everybody is struggling, man. Everybody struggles, and I'm going to say that after everyone, because everybody struggles, whether that's body dysmorphia, acne, skin problems, issues with your internal self, people who are self-critical, people who just can't give themselves a break, especially in this environment where we all need to be perfect and amazing and wonderful. And nah, nobody is like that. Let's show our real selves, guys. Let's show people who we really are, because everybody struggles, and people like people who can show you how they struggle. This is my struggle. Thanks for watching. That's all I got for you this week. Next time I'll see you, I'll be going into the diet realm, and maybe I'll even share some like amazing low FODMAP diet recipes. Maybe that'll be an entire spin-off where I can just talk about all that stuff. But if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you don't like it, that's fine too. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for following me on my journey, and I'm gonna continue on with that skin series too, so check that video out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.